All right, feeling rather good. Decided to do an impromptu video. I wasn't thinking of doing anything today, but after watching that Tottenham versus West Ham game, there's no option, is there? Mauro Lanzini, what a guy, what a man, what a goal of the season. But we can't underestimate the significance of that goal. I genuinely believe that that is a season-defining goal. This early in the season, 5 games in, season-defining moment. That really is. Because up until that point, a big fear overtook me. I was truly worried. I was petrified, in fact, that Tottenham were genuine contenders to launch a serious and sustained bid for the league. But that isn't the case anymore because they collapsed. They were phenomenal in the first half. Jose Mourinho got them playing spectacular football. Harry Kane pulling the strings, working hard, doing everything that you want from a centre-forward, interacting with his teammates and coasting at half-time. 3-0 up. They were brilliant. And I was having a genuine conversation on WhatsApp with my mate, who I go to Chelsea with, that Tottenham were going to win the league. He sent me a message that said, I feel sick. I thought they were in with a shout. Liverpool, they're going to be a very different proposition. Virgil van Dijk has never missed a Premier League game for Liverpool since he signed for the club. He's never missed one. So with that in mind, we don't know what Liverpool team we're going to face from now on. How do they react? You know, we know that this Liverpool team have often been resilient. We know Jurgen Klopp is a very resilient, resourceful manager. But we don't know how they're going to react to this horrific injury. Jordan Pickford really does need to hang his head in shame because it was spiteful. Unnecessarily spiteful, and I think it probably should be looked at. I doubt it will be, but you can't potentially end somebody's career and get away with it. It just doesn't feel right to me. However, Liverpool aren't the team they were over the past couple of seasons. We know that. Manchester City have been limping along. We know that. Arsenal aren't ready. Chelsea aren't ready. Which leaves Tottenham to potentially challenge Liverpool for that title. And I was worried. I was so worried. I also looked at Tottenham's next few fixtures. When they were 3-0 up, I had a look to see how it was going. Very winnable fixtures for Tottenham. Worryingly so. Worryingly winnable fixtures for Tottenham. And they play City in a few weeks' time. And I was convinced that they were going to go into that game against Manchester City, top of the league. If you go into a game of that magnitude, top of the league, it means something. We're then 8, 9, 10 games into the season. If you're top of the league, quarter of the season's gone, you are relevant. You are relevant in the conversation for who will win the league. And I couldn't quite process that. Anyway, Tottenham brought Gareth Bale on. I rate Bale. I like Bale. I genuinely like him. The most decorated British footballer that we've ever had in terms of going abroad and coming back with honours. Deserves recognition. Big goal. Scored the best goal I've ever seen in a Champions League final. And their fans hate him. It's very weird. Scored in multiple Champions League finals, I believe. Scored that incredible goal against Atletico Madrid where he ran off the pitch, ran back on and scored. Their fans are very strange because they genuinely don't like him. But I was worried when Tottenham signed him. He's a Galactico in my eyes. I think he's a brilliant player. I think he's fairly young as well. People talk about his age. Younger than Aubameyang, who I rate so highly. So I'm not prepared to listen to the age chat. And the thought of Son on one side, Bale on the other side, and Harry Kane through the middle, I think you can make a case for that being the best front three in the league. I think Liverpool fans would have something to say about that. I think Manchester City fans may have something to say about that, but I wouldn't listen. I would listen to a Liverpool argument, but wherever you sit on that debate, I think it's first or second. So Tottenham suddenly have the first or the second best front line in the league. And, you know, Jose Mourinho, they have a man in charge who knows what it takes to win the Premier League. Again, troubling, very troubling. How they didn't win that fixture, I do not know. But the fact that they didn't is huge for the Premier League, for the title race, because the title race now is wide open. I think, you know, virtually anybody could win it. Liverpool are obvious favourites. Manchester City are obviously the next favourites. But I just don't see what happens after that. How do Liverpool react? Where do Manchester City go with this Guardiola issue? And Tottenham were in prized position. They were ready. Tottenham were ready to launch this campaign for the league, to announce to the world that they were to be taken seriously for the Premier League. And what's happened? What has happened? They have thrown it away. They have done the most Tottenham of Tottenham things. And they have blown a 3-0 lead. And I can't tell you how happy I am about it. I've been teaching my little daughter, I've got a 1-year-old daughter, I've been teaching her the words to I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, and also an old one, the Ludek McCloskey song, because I am so happy. I think it's, like I said before, it's a season-defining moment. We genuinely can't ask for much more than that. Thank you. Thank you very much, West Ham. Because the thought of Tottenham leading the pack, winning the league, you know, I've only just got over the fact that they nearly won the European Cup. So I just couldn't live in a world where they would nearly win the Premier League. So yeah, I think that moment, the fact that they've blown a 3-goal lead like that, actually discounts them from the conversation. They could prove me wrong. They could come back. We know Mourinho knows what it takes. But I just think if you've got that in your locker, the potential to implode like that, you don't have the minerals for the league. They're my thoughts on it. As always, very keen to hear yours. I'm going to try and do as much regular content as possible. I'm sorry, again, that this is fairly uninspiring. It's the conditions that we're living under at the moment. There are some big collaborations coming. There are some exciting ideas I'm really looking forward to launching, some long-form content. There's a lot happening, but just bear with me while I kind of get it all off the ground. I will be back on the kickoff next week. We have a big one, Chelsea-Manchester United. I cannot wait for that, and there should be a collaboration on this channel fairly soon with Adam McCona, so I will keep you all informed about that. I hope you like this video. If you do, can you do us a favour, please give it a thumbs up. I don't quite know why, but apparently that's very important. And also, if you don't mind, click the subscribe button. If you've enjoyed this video, click subscribe. That really does help me out, and I understand why that one counts. And I'll see you potentially tomorrow. If the football keeps going as it's going, the football news keeps trickling in, might do one of these tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you in a few days' time. I'm out.